my name is Emily Gibson, and I work as the Director of Guest Experience at a winery in the Niagara region in Ontario. What that basically means is that I take care of all of the guest experiences, so tour and tasting experiences, basically anything that happens at the winery during the day. And then I have a colleague that takes care of all of our evening events, so weddings and corporates and whatnot. My formal education is a honors bachelor in dramatic arts from Brock University, drama and theater and education specifically. And then I also did a postgraduate certificate at Niagara College in event management, which is what led me directly to the career that I'm in now. I have had a lot of jobs. My very first job, I was a receptionist at a hair salon. From there, I actually ended up doing 2 contracts at the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. It's a program, called a cultural representative program. So basically, if you've been to the Walt Disney World Resort, all of the pavilions in Epcot are staffed by people from those actual countries. So I worked at the Canada Pavilion for 2 years, December 2004 to December 2005, and July of 2008 to July of 2009. I was a server in the restaurant, but on our visa, it was a cultural representative visa. So your number 1 mandate was to educate people about the country that you were from. And the number 2 was to bring them really delicious but expensive steak. It was a really great experience. Disney obviously is one of the leaders in tourism and hospitality in the entire world. They provide really great training, and also it sort of opens you up to a breadth of opportunities, not only because when you go back to wherever it is that you're from, you have that training under your belt, but you've also been exposed to a lot of different experiences and a lot of different career paths in hospitality and tourism. So I've sort of used my experience with the Walt Disney World Company to craft where I am now. It's actually the reason that my title is Director of Guest Experience, because guest is the term that Disney sort of uses to refer to customers. What I love, what else did I do in terms of career? I was a tour guide with an educational tour company called Impact, which is where I met your professor, Jason Kucherawe. I worked as a tour guide specifically in New York City and a little bit in Ottawa as well. I only did it for 1 year, but I learned a heck of a lot. Other than that, I've worked in the wine industry in Niagara since 2010 at a couple of different wineries, all hospitality-based jobs. A little bit also in the performing arts field. I worked in marketing in a performing arts facility for 5 years as well. And then, yeah, I ended up at the winery that I'm at now, originally as the marketing manager of group and FIT programs, and then through a couple of different things, I was promoted to the Director of Guest Experience. What I love most about the work that I do is probably the people that I get to deal with, and not just the guests, although I find them to be great, but I really love working with tour companies and tour leaders. I just think that people that work as tour guides are such interesting people. They're very patient. They are very able to deal with things on the fly, which is something that I love learning from them. And they're just interesting people. Like, a lot of them are retirees that have decided to do this as a second career, so they've lived full lives already, and then they've just done this because they love to travel and they love people. So I really like working with tour guides and tour companies. I think it's a really interesting element of my job. And generally speaking, the wine industry is a pretty fun place to work. Not right now, but it's a bit boring right now, but it'll pick up again. Anyways, thanks to Jason for asking me to participate, and have a great day.